Alright, check it out. I was scrolling through Craigslist and I just found this gem sitting there. And if you click on it, quick look at it. This is a CS200, also known as the RD200. I own an RD350 right now, and these bikes are really cool. I've owned a couple RD200s in the past, and you know, they're okay, but the RD300s are the most desirable, or the RD400s I should say. I've owned quite a few of these bikes. They're really, really good bikes. Parts go for a lot of money. This parted out could probably go for close to $1,000, I'm guessing. But right now, let's read the ad here quick. 1971 Yamaha CS200 for sale. Bike did not run when I got it and has sat in the barn for the past 11 years. No title. Being sold as is. Cash only. $100 or best offer. So I messaged the guy, offer him $50, and he's like, yep, sure, come pick it up. So we're gonna go on our way and go check it out. I'm definitely gonna take it for $50. I mean, you can sell the cylinders alone, each one for probably $75. So, and then it's got the carburetors on it too. So it's pretty much complete. It looks like it's missing a side panel right here, the headlight, and I can't tell from the picture, but I think it's missing the other pipe, the left pipe. I hope not. I hope he's got it somewhere. It's just hiding behind here, but I have a feeling it's gonna be gone. But we can still try to get this thing started and running without that. We're gonna clean it up. It looks like it's been covered in that barn dust, which honestly isn't the worst thing. It kind of protects the bike. So I'm guessing this thing's gonna clean up really, really nice and look amazing. So it's got everything on the handlebars. It's got everything here. The chrome fender looks like it's in excellent condition. Usually these are all bent up. All the back ones are good. This is the model with the drum brakes in the front and the back. So it's an older model. The older models are more desirable. It's 1971. Usually 1969 to like 1973 is the most desirable. So I like the older models here. It looks like the little cap for the back blinker is gone, but not a big deal. And it looks like some of the wiring is a little iffy. Looks like it's missing a battery of some sort. So I think these had electric start on it. Some RD200s did. So we'll have to see. And I'm guessing in this little air filter thing right here, there's gonna be a nice mouse nest. Almost guarantee it. Living in the barn for the past 11 years, if it does not have a mouse in it, I'm gonna be so surprised. But we'll probably not even kick it over when I get there. I'm assuming it's locked up just because it's been sitting in the barn for 11 years. We're probably gonna get it home, put some oil down the cylinders, let that sit for a couple days, and then start working on this thing. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have it in the back of the truck in no time.
Road.
All right guys, we're getting pretty close. We're 4.6 miles away. I think it's right here.
Take the next left onto Haas Road.
It's kind of confusing. I don't know why that's divided right there. Weird. All right. Well, hopefully this bike isn't too bad. For
Continue
$50
on Haas
bucks,
Road for 3/4 of a mile.
for $50 you can't really expect too much. So we'll get it home and take a quick look at it. Should be pretty exciting. All right guys, well, we got the beast in the back here. It's missing the headlight and I think the speedometer gauge. Otherwise, the pipe came with it, the other pipe, so that was good. He gave me that with it. He said that it was sitting in the barn for 11 years and at his place for 5 years. So it's been sitting for, and then before that, he said he replaced it with a Ninja 250. So he's had it ever since high school, I think. So he's had it for a long time. And he got rid of it for $50. So I think that's a pretty good deal. It's in pretty good shape. The dust from the barn, or the mud dust, or whatever it is from the barn, actually did protect the chrome. The chrome is in really good condition. I spit on my finger and wiped it off, and it shines right up. So that's good. I think once we pressure wash it, it's gonna look really good. And yeah, the back blinkers are gone on it. The actual colored part of the blinkers is gone, like the little covering. But other than that, everything's there. and it doesn't look too bad. He said it was running before he put it away, which was 16 years ago. So we'll see if it runs. All right, well here it is, the CS200. So these are pretty similar to the RDs. Basically the same bike. Pretty cool. Let's see if we can find a VIN here anywhere. Oh, there's a VIN. Probably easier from the other side, actually. Let's see here. What does it say? CS3, or is that an 8? CS3201678. Vehicle identification number. Manufacturer 1171. You can see up there. So 1971 CS200. As you can see, it's missing a bunch of stuff. Missing the headlight. He said he put that on his crotch rocket. His, what was it? A Ninja. I think he only had like a Ninja 250. So he put that on there. It's missing the tachometer. Looks like there's 4,947 miles on this baby. So the speedometer is still here. Not hooked up. Doesn't look like it was broken though. Tire's flat with the tube coming out of it. So it looks like we need a, or this is just the ring that goes around the rim here, the rim strip. That's flat and coming out. Looks like pretty good tread left on the tire though, but it's hitting the side of that chrome. As you can see, the chrome is actually really nice on it. You clean that up. So if you look at the chrome is really nice on it. So whatever this was sitting in kind of protected it. So that'll buff out pretty nice. Seat's in decent condition. No rips in the seat. Oh, there's a little rip right here. Darn. And one right here. I was going to say no rips in the seat, but it's not bad for the year. Gas tank, no dents in the gas tank. Are these two dents? I'm not sure. Must be. One right here, one right here. I'm not sure. Maybe they're supposed to be there. They kind of look like they're supposed to be there. But that gas tank isn't too bad. Got the emblems on them. Both of them. The emblems, as you guys know, go for big money. And this one too. 200cc. It's got everything here. The shifter. We'll see if it shifts through the gears here in a second. I don't really want to kick it over until we put some oil down the cylinder because this thing's been sitting for so long. What else does this thing have? It's got the making the steering tighter and looser on this thing. Kind of cool. Let's see. Slides are stuck, but it looks like the original grips on here. I guess we can see what's underneath the seat here. Oh, it looks clean underneath here. This chrome will clean up. Everything looks good underneath there. Nothing crazy. Seat latch is still here. There's no key for that one. Doesn't look like. I don't think this thing came with a key. Doesn't have a title, so you can't ride it on the road right now, but if you do the Vermont method, you can get a title for these, but I don't know if it's worth it or not. We'll see what it turns into. There's not a whole lot of pitting in the forks, so that's pretty good. The blinkers are here, and the chrome's nice on those. Pretty cool blinkers on here. The back ones are missing the little caps, it looks like, but nothing too crazy. See if the brake works. Oh yeah, the brake works. Brake works really well. We'll see what's in the air box next, I think. Let's check that out, see if there's a mouse in there. Alright, is there a rat nest in there? A mouse nest? A squirrel nest? We'll find out right now. I'm really afraid to see what's in this one. Should probably wear some gloves for this. Wait, actually, I don't think that's that bad. I guess we'll find out. Wow. The filter is nice on this thing. Check it out in there. Nothing. That's a good sign. So, no mice got to that. No one wanted to build a home in it. I don't know if that's good or bad. But for me, that's good. Alright, put that back on. Let's see what's going on in the battery case here. So this thing needs a battery. Pretty decent sized one, it looks like. It's got the hookups, negative terminal and the positive. Looks like this thing, yeah, this thing had electric start. Okay, right there, electric start. So we can test that out today. Looks like it's still got the brake indicator. Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. It's got the horn up here, little horn. It's got fuel lines, so that's good. Maybe the carburetor isn't too bad. Carburetors, I should say. And the covers are actually really nice too. The emblems on these are gonna clean up. Yeah, this thing's gonna clean up pretty good. And the shocks aren't all pitted either. Wow. I think it's gonna clean up really nice. Huh. Let's take a look at the other side. Wish we had the headlight, but it's this. I wish it wasn't purple too, kind of, but I don't know. Maybe that's a rare color. Not too sure. Okay, I think the oil tank is behind. Oh, this is the oil tank. There's some oil in it. We'll have to check and see if the oil pump is actually working on this. But yeah, everything looks good. Oh, it's missing the little cover right here. Just the little, that's for adjusting the clutch right there. So, yeah, there's a chain on it. Seen better days. Looks like this is a bracket for the pipe. Let's see, the other pipe is over here. Pipes are in really good condition, actually. Check that out. Check that out. Chrome is really nice all the way up. And on this one, chrome is good. Yep, all the way up. Usually up here is all rusted out. So that's good. And then usually back by the baffle part of it, it's all rusted, but this is in really, really good shape. So again, this thing was $50. So I think I've got a pretty good deal. Let's see, what do we want to start with now? I guess we'll see if it shifts first. So let's see if it shifts. That's the first step. So we're in neutral. Must be all up. Yep, first. Second. Third. I think. Yeah, it definitely shifts. See if there's any oil in it. Get some of this crap out here. Definitely a barn find bike. Don't want any of that crap going into the oil. Let's see here. Is there going to be a dipstick? Yeah, there is. Let's see what the oil looks like. Oil's not that dirty. Yeah, there's plenty of oil in it. It's really not that bad. We might be able to start this thing up today. Alright, next step is going to be spark. So, let's see, how do you turn this thing on? That's the next question. So we've got, this looks like blinker. Those aren't even hooked up. High and low for the lights, on and off for the lights. Horn right there. Then we've got, let's see here, what is this thing? Must be a brake switch. Huh, cool. And then electric start. So where's the on switch here? There's gotta be a key somewhere for this thing. I wonder if it was up here and it was taken out. Let's see. Usually that's where they are. Like on all the RDs, they're up by the gauge. So I'm looking at a picture from a CS200. You can see the ignition used to be right in the center of the 2 gauges. So it used to sit right here. So let's look up a wiring diagram and figure out which wires go to the ignition. Alright, can't find the wiring diagram. We're going to take off the gas tank here. In order to take off the gas tank on this thing, there's actually a line that feeds both sides of the gas tank that needs to be disconnected. But because it runs along both, there's no shut-off valve for that, so you have to take that off. But before we can do that, we have to drain the gas tank. So I just want to see what's in the gas tank before we drain this thing. So the gas cap is kind of stuck on there. So I'm guessing it's going to be pretty bad. Let's see here. Oh. She's a little rusty in there. Just a tad. Just a tad rusty. Yeah, gas tank is pretty rusty. Alright, let's try to drain this thing. See if anything comes out of it. I'm guessing it's already drained out, but we'll see. Let's see here. Let's just see if it turns out. Yeah, nothing's coming out. So we'll take off that crossover tube, take off the gas tank, and see where those wires are leading to. Alright, let's see what we got underneath here. So we got 2 coils. These are the exact same coils on the RD350. Yeah, so those look pretty good. All the wiring looks like it's intact. No mice got to it. So that's good. So we'll have to kind of figure out what wiring goes to which. So these are to the coil. I believe they go back down. Let's see where the battery leads to. Let's see, is there a fuse in here somewhere? I'm guessing there's a fuse somewhere in here. Might be a really old one. Oh, here's the little container for the oil. We can check that later. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's a fuse. Right here. I don't know how you check that. I think it might be broken. Let's see, there's a twist off of here. Oh, that came undone. Oh, I think you twist. There we go. Alright, let's see. Can we get the fuse out of here now? Oh yeah, fuse blew. Check that out. Fuse is blown. So that's probably why the guy put it away. Fuse is blown. Alright, so we're just going to put a wire in there and connect orange to orange. So this is an orange wire to orange wire. We'll just put that in there and then hopefully we can check for spark now. So for right now we're going to bypass the fuse. I took this off. This was connected to the solenoid right here. Very old solenoid. What we're going to do is take this wire and connect it directly into this line because the orange wire was plugged into the red. So basically it's just a positive going into a positive without a fuse, which won't hurt it because we don't have a battery hooked up to it and we don't really have any gauges or anything to be worried about anyway. So let's just connect this up here. We gotta sand down these contacts. There, got some bare metal. Alright. Hook this up along here. that back into there. There, bypass the fuse. All right, let's get the spark plugs out and put some oil down the cylinders now. First plug. Ooh, smells really bad. Looks like it was running pretty decent though. It's not horribly black, it's pretty brown. A little carbon buildup, but doesn't ever hurt anyone. All right, get the other one out. Then we'll throw some oil down here. I don't think those have been taken out in a while. That one looks like it was running pretty bad actually. Pretty lean. It's white. So that's pretty interesting. All right, pour a little oil. We'll start with WD-40. Should we like to start with that? See if this thing will kick over or if it's locked up. Who thinks it's locked up? I haven't touched that kickstart, so it could be locked up, but all right, we'll kick her over here, see what happens. I'm hoping it moves. Looks like we need to. This kick lever is in the wrong position. It needs to come back this way more. So let's quick fix that and then try it again. All right, so we just have to lift this up a little bit. So there we go. Pour a little oil down there now. All right, let's see what we got now. That one sounds a little crunchy on the left side. This one looks pretty decent on that side. Alright, so at least it turns over. That's a good start. I guess we can put the spark plugs up here and just see if it has spark. It shouldn't have spark, but we'll see. That would be something. No, that doesn't have spark. See what happens when you... connect these two together. Alright, so something up here needs to be connected together. Let's connect the red one with the black one. See what happens, see if we can get some spark here. Alright, the red wire is hooked up with the black wire up here. Let's see if we got some spark now. Nada. Nothing. I think we might need a battery to run this thing. So, oh, I think this has points too. Aha, yeah, I think it does have points. Let's check the points first before we go to the battery. There we go. Oh man, that is sticky. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's got some points, I'd say. Holy cow. That is an intricate design here. Let's see if you guys can see that. So there's one right here and one right here. They actually don't look that bad. But yeah, it definitely needs a battery to run this thing. So let's go add a battery to it and see what happens. Alright, so I found a battery. See what happens when you got afraid. Alright, let's see what happens now. See if it sparks. I don't think so. Does anything turn on up here? Guess nothing's connected really. Guess we could probably try the electric start. See what happens when you plug that wire into there. Nothing. Let's see. Red wire to black. Probably not gonna be good. Oof. Fried that. It doesn't like that. I don't think that's supposed to be connected to that. Huh. There's white wires down here. I'm just trying to figure this out right now. Alright, we'll come back when we got this thing figured out. Alright, check this out. If we jump the solenoid, it actually starts the bike, or not starts it, but turns it over. Let's see here. But I don't think we're getting spark here. Let's see. Oh, we're not getting spark. So something must still be up over here with the wiring. So I connected that one to the brown. We'll have to really dig into it and see. But the starter works, so that's good. Oh yeah, so we did some wiring here. I plugged everything that matched up into what is supposed to be matched up. We've got these three wires left, green, yellow, this red, I think that's for the headlight, and then a blue one, and then a brown right here. And then we were able to see that the brown and the red together gave us the electric start. Check that out. And then check this out. This is the best part right here. Take a look at that spark plug there. Looks like spark to me. Really good spark actually. So the other one's not getting spark. We're gonna try to take this spark plug off and put it over here because we know that one sparks. And then let's see if we swap these over. See if we got spark on this side, because it could just be a foul plug. No spark on that side. So we'll put this one back over here. Let's take off that boot. Maybe that's got something to do with it. Yeah, not much metal showing. trim that down a bit. Huh. Can't believe we got spark though. That's a good start. At least on one of them. Put this boot back on. See if we get anything, because it could be the points are just a little corroded there. Let's see, or it could have been the boot. This will show us what it is. Oh, check that out. That looks like spark to me. We got spark on both sides. Oh, we got spark on both. We got spark on both. That's awesome. So I'm going to disconnect the wire from up here, because right now it's sucking up all the battery. So red and brown were the ones that needed to be connected there. We're going to put the spark plugs back in, put a little fuel down the carburetor, and see if we can get this thing to pop over. Huh, that'd be awesome. Alright, we got both pipes on now. Looking pretty good. Pour a little gas down the spark plug hole. And then we'll try to feed some down the carburetor too. Ooh. Alright, let's see what happens here. Plug in those wires. Let's see. Red, brown. Huh, no, it's not going. Doesn't have enough power. Can't get over. Alright, got the kick lever back on here, and I got the carburetor boots off. We're going to pour some gas directly down the carburetors, see if that works. I know the slides don't come up but under. Alright, let's see what happens here. See if it can pop over. Monster. Getting caught on something. Oh no. Compression's going way up. Well, that definitely popped over. I think it'll start with the carb clean for sure. And a new battery. So you can see the battery doesn't have enough cranking amps to crank that thing over. So next step I think is carb clean. Clean up those carburetors, get the fuel tank all cleaned out, make sure everything's perfect, and then we can properly start this thing up. But there's definitely life. Lots of compression in this thing. We'll do a compression test next video. I think we'll be able to bring this thing back to life.